ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready. No, actually, I'm not ready. Cheers, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze, where we try the wonderful world of liquor and alcohol and coffees and cocktails and all sorts of cool stuff. So, it's Monday. It's Oddity Day. And as always, we do some sort of non-whiskey, like a vodka or aperitif or something. Actually, we have to redo this. Sorry.
Why?
Because it's not a Monday episode.
Huh?
This is a whiskey episode. Sorry.
We're doing a whiskey episode?
Cheers, everybody.
Welcome, everybody.
How are you today?
I'm confused, but good.
So we're redoing this intro because I screwed it up big time. Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze, where we try the wonderful world of whiskey, alcohols, coffees, and cocktails. And we hope you like this. So if you do, make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and always leave us a little comment down below of what you would like for us to cover. Today is kind of that odd day. It is a whiskey day, but it's going to be a little bit odd because we are going to do another flavored whiskey, and there's things going on in the studio. So we're doing another flavored whiskey, and this is from George Dickle, which is actually a really good whiskey company. Distillery. I like them. They're out of Tennessee. They do the Tennessee whiskey, the charcoal filter and stuff like that. But they did something different. They took their George Dickle and they aged it in Tabasco barrels. So this is the George Dickle Tabasco finish, barrel finish. And as you see, we've opened it. We've actually tried it.
Tabasco as the Tabasco hot sauce.
Yeah,
barrel.
from Louisiana. The actual Tabasco hot sauce. So this is not a whiskey. It's a flavored whiskey. It's their George Dickle, classic George Dickle. But then it's going to be, aged, I think, like 4 or 5 years. And then it's going to be finished for 30 days. 30 days in Tabasco barrels. And these barrels held Tabasco sauce for, I think, 3 years.
Yeah.
I think is what it was. So it's going to bring forth some of that spicy Tabasco flavor to it.
There's a couple of good documentaries on the Tabasco whole history thing. They're pretty good.
And now you know.
Yep.
So they have some sort of deal with the Tabasco company in Louisiana, and I believe that these barrels are brought up in whole. They're not broke down and then redone. They're probably still got some Tabasco floating around in it.
Probably.
The cost is $18.99. Pretty good deal. It's a 35% or 70 proof. We've used it. The reason it's open, and we did a little taste test, but we've used it for some cocktails. Gave you a little bit more, but because it's $18.99, it's going to be a 4-barrel on cost. Woo! I love Tabasco.
You can smell it.
Yeah, I love Tabasco on my eggs, on all sorts of stuff.
Tacos, on all kinds of stuff.
But Tabasco and whiskey are two different things. Have a little animal issues going on. All right, so let's go ahead and do the review. It's going to be a 4-barrel on cost.
Definitely smell the Tabasco.
Oh yeah. It's kind of got almost a reddish color to it, I guess, from the Tabasco, but not as red as I thought it would.
And you can definitely notice it in the bottle.
You can, but you also have a red label, so it's kind of, when you're looking at it in here, it looks more yellow.
We don't have a thing on here for Tabasco.
Yeah, you could just put Tabasco. Wow. Not too bad. Definitely good use for cocktails. I think it would also be a pretty cool base for a whiskey-centered barbecue sauce. You know?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Interesting. Got it? I'm a little bit confused. Okay, so it's going to be a 4-barrel on cost at $18.99. For aroma, we are a little bit off. I'm giving it a 3. You're giving it a 3.5.
Mm-hmm. It's got a little tobacco, and it's got a candy aroma.
Okay, yeah.
But it's not a candy on the wheel. It's just a sweetness. It's also got the candy flavor.
Okay.
Which is none of the ones that are on the wheel. But
right. But a candy-ish flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I give it a 3. It's definitely got the Tabasco smell on it. And that whiskey char. I mean, you can tell this is a whiskey base.
Yeah, I got a little tobacco in the aroma.
Yeah, tobacco.
It's...
For flavor, we each give it a 3. I find it sweet.
I gave it a 5 on the flavor.
That's a 5? Oh my god.
It's so good. It's so good.
That's completely...
And that's just my bias of hot stuff.
Yeah. Holy crap, we are way off. Okay, so I find it very sweet and spicy with a little bit of pepper and that candy aroma you gave it. I think that it's more spicy than whiskey. What do you have?
For the
flavor,
it's got that candy, and it's weird because you don't have there's no Tabasco on here.
Right.
You definitely taste the Tabasco.
Okay.
It's very upfront. And the whiskey is kind of like mellowing the Tabasco a little bit.
Okay, so for bite, you're giving it a 3.5. You don't find much of a bite. I'm giving it a 2. I think it's got a sharp bite. It's got that spicy, peppery, lingering bite, and there's an alcohol hint to it. So that's why I gave it a 2. You're saying it's very mild.
Yeah, it's... And so, let me explain why to me, this is so good. We play the video games together. We do the Discord, and you know that I get the hiccups once in a while that are pretty bad. And my guaranteed hiccup cure
is Tabasco.
Is like that much vodka, that much sriracha, and that much Tabasco, and it's hot as can be. You shoot that, your hiccups are done.
Okay.
So I do that quite a bit, and this, to me, it just tastes great.
So you're used to that kind of bite.
Yeah.
Okay. So my total is 12 points, which is a dead solid 3. Your total is 16 points, which is a dead solid 4. And your total is that, because it was a 14, but I misread that. I thought that was a 3, but it's a 5. So I guess we split it and go 3.5.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I'm going to buy this.
3.5 points for the George Dickle Tabasco, our 3.5 barrel. Let us know what you think. I don't know of any other flavored pepper-based whiskey out there. I've heard that there's a ghost pepper whiskey out there. Because we have a ghost pepper vodka.
Yeah, there's a lot of hot vodkas out there.
I've heard there's a ghost pepper whiskey, but I don't know. I can't say that for sure.
Well, isn't Incinerator considered a... But
Yeah.
it's not...
I don't think it's a pepper. I think it's a cinnamon.
No, it's a cinnamon, but...
Yeah, so...
It's a hot whiskey, but... There's
So-
a lot of cinnamon whiskeys, but no...
Right, this is the only one I know of. So leave a comment below if there's another pepper-based, you know, whether it's a Sriracha or Tabasco or Ghost Pepper or Habanero. Ooh, actually, let me take that back. We do have some Habanero whiskey. We just haven't got it. I just recently picked it up in Tennessee. We have a Mango Habanero, which was Bird Dog, I think, that we have done an episode on. So Habanero, I think, is more common in whiskeys, not the Tabasco. So, I don't know. Leave a comment below and tell us what we should do next. And what's your feelings about this kind of flavored whiskey. I don't have a big issue with flavored whiskeys. I think they're really kind of unique and fun to have, and good with cocktails and different mixtures and stuff like that. But when you reach this point of going spicy versus more flavor, kind of different things. So tell us what you think. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and merchandise. And remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. And this is good. He thinks it's great. It's very definitely unique.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's know. We'll see you next time. Cheers.
Laters.
I don't know why we did it in shot glasses. But
No.
Bye.